Welcome to your morning coverage for YCS Milan 2019, the last event for 2019. Give it up, everybody. We have been through an oppressive year of Orcust. Now, as we go into 2020, I can continue to make rant videos for the next month, talking about why Orcust is going to get hit and how my comment section is going to be like, nothing's going to happen to them, Robbie. You're dumb. Welcome to your top 16, or top 32 breakdown, shall we? Alright. Top 32, YCS Milan. We have 9 pure Orcust decks. Now, on a small discussion point here, I've been going to locals. My entire locals has become infected with Orcust. Everybody and their mother is playing this deck. And the pure version, well, has been getting a little bit too good with the way that the format is going, general developments, things like that. You're actually crazy if you don't think that Orchestrated Return, Crescendo, Dingrisu, Boral Sword being a generalized OTK for this deck. You're crazy, quite honestly, if you think that this deck isn't the best deck right now. Now, that being said, we had 9 copies of the pure version and top cut, which, okay, hear me out here, that's 9. We also had 7 of them things. 7 of them were Sky Strike Orcust, so exactly 9 plus 7 is 16. Half of your top cut for YCS Milan is Orcust. Now, it's interesting that they separated pure Orcust and Sky Strike Orcust. The only real difference here with Sky Strike Orcust is you have Engage, which lets you draw more cards. And you get to, do Hornet Drones. You can Tech Widow Anchor. I've seen builds that aren't playing. I've seen builds that are playing. A little bit shaky on what you want to do there. But 16 out of your top field is this. Now, I've seen Sky Strike Orcust. Literally everybody at my locals went from pure Orcust to the Sky Striker package. And the amount of consistency went from here to here. I do think that the Sky Striker Orcust is the superior build. I know it's very hard for people to swallow. They're like, ugh, I don't play Sky Striker cards in my Orcust deck. It's so impure. Sometimes this community, gets me. Okay, so that's 16. Alright, what else is going on here? Unfortunately, Sky Striker only had 4 of its own deck in top cut, which means you're up to 20. And out of these decks, 11 of them are playing the Sky Striker package, which means, yay, Sky Striker getting hit next list. The problem with this list as a whole is we knew Orcust was going to be the best deck. Fundamentally, having literally everything I named off: draw power, disruption, Babel, by the way. I've heard a few people talk about wanting to ban Babel. You're all crazy. I agree. I think Babel can go, but that's neither here nor there. So, but anyway, we had 4 Sky Striker in top cut. Take bets that Striker ends up winning the event. Wouldn't surprise me. Happens every other event. All of a sudden, there's just 2 Sky Strikers in top cut. All of a sudden, it wins the event, and it's that consistency that carries the Sky Striker player. Top cut. You would think that Orcust would be more consistent, considering one, raw numbers, and literally the amount of 1-card starters that they can actually play. But it's actually really weird because you just don't see that level of consistency. Give it to one good Sky Striker player, they can grind out an entire event. It's kind of crazy, actually. Now, with that being said, we had 4 Salamangreat decks in top cut. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with Salad's turned into either you're playing triple Will of Fire or Will of the Salamangreat. Will of Fire, man, what is this, Naruto? You're playing triple of it to outlive Nibiru. Well, Nibiru's seeing way less play now because, Orcust is 4 summons, they're done 4 times a day. It's your limit, you're going too crazy. Orcust has evolved to that point that Nibiru doesn't really have that level of effectiveness that it once had. So it definitely tips the scales a little bit. Oh, I also see that there's a Luminlight Orcust deck here. Cool, never mind. 17 out of your top 16 top cut. Oh boy, they're over 50%. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. I'm in danger. Okay, we'll get back to that here. Anyway, for Salad, I don't know. Salad's this consistent deck that takes the right player to play in like the right build and to have the right day, I feel. I don't want to take anything away from the deck, because I think that Salad is definitely one of the best contenders in this metagame, but it deserves it. It really is like the third best deck in the format. Now that being said, see we have 3 Pendulum here. Now Pendulum has been on this back seat this whole format. I don't know what's going on with this deck. Triff tells me every video that he can put up 19 negates, and you know he can get anybody he wants, but like he still can't top an event. Man, that's rough. Sorry, Triff. Gotta call you out like that, buddy. Just kidding. Love you, man. But Pendulums, they have the consistency that they want. Players don't want to take time to learn how to play against the deck, and they will literally just end your career. It's an interesting concept. The problem is you're very much a toolbox-oriented deck, and if your toolbox becomes disrupted or something happens to it, you kind of find yourself in this really weird position when you're looking at the deck. So 3 Pendulum feels pretty alright. We have 2 True Draco. As good old Farfa said, True Draco and Altergeist are the same deck. No. So 2 True Draco. I have not seen True Draco actually perform and do well as of late really anywhere. Like regionally, oh, of course. Regionals, True Draco will always do something. It's the deck of choice. It's extremely budget. Deck is very linear. You don't have to think all the time, and you can play the deck extremely tired, get rewarded for it. You just activate TC Boo with your guy, resolve your effects, activate card demise. It's super easy. It's easy as 1, 2, and Orcust is banned, ladies and gentlemen. So, True Draco getting 2 tops, actually, really, I'm impressed. 2 of you made it. Wowee! Out of 1945. 1,945 people at an event. 2 True Draco players made it. Proud of you. Now, with that being said, we only had 1 Thunder Dragon make it into Top Cut. Herman, what happened to your innovation of Save Fort Thunder? I know people are still playing it. The deck it's being successful. Nibiru's seeing less play now. Thunder should be doing well. And now, Thunder is on the back. Thunder is doing less than True Draco. Alright, I never thought thered be a time where I can make that statement. Like, alright, Thunder players, congratulations. You're officially worse than True Draco now. And nothing has happened. Like, welcome to the Max C effect, where we just invisibly inject nonsense into the format. So that's interesting. Then we had the 1 Luna Ally Orcust. Deck's there. It does what it does. It's for the person that's like, I want to be different than Pure Orcust, and I want to be different than Sky Striker. So you kind of see that discrepancy of play line there. And then, the thing that made me most excited for this event, we have 1 Magical Musket in top 32. Thank you, my friend. You bring this on home. I don't want to root for any other deck in this top cut. I want to see Magical Muskets bring it on home. This deck has needed to do something for so long, and it deserves it. Cheese Utopia double OTK with an advantage engine, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we can probably get a win here. It's not that hard. Shame on you, zombie players, once again. Every one of these discussions I have to bring up the fact that you, the average zombie player, have once again failed to top. And I'm not exactly sure what is going on here, why you guys are just having all of these issues. But you guys really let me down. Today, Magical Muskets ended up carrying me on home. And that really feels good. Also, congratulations to Luxury Gaming for getting a man in top 32. You guys have won the last 2 events. And now you gotta try to bring it home yet again. I'm actually kind of curious to see what's going to win Top Cut here. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Pure Orcust or Sky Striker. It's going to be Orcust. Alright, like, I'm going to just wash my hands of that. Sky Strikers have consistency factor here. Nothing surprises me in this Top Cut. It shouldn't surprise you either. The best thing you should have going for you is, yeah, Magical Muskets made it to top, but they're probably going to lose in top 32. If they carry onwards to top 16, maybe we'll get somewhere. But outside of that, the dream of Rogue for this format is sadly dead. You go True Draco players. Bring it on home for us. That's all I gotta say for this video. What do you guys think? What do you think's gonna win the YCS? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, catch you guys on the flip side. Deuce Marinos. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.